What if I told you that the chocolate bar you're about to enjoy could actually be good for your body and mind? Most people think all candy is junk food, but Feastables is flipping that script entirely. MrBeast didn't just create another chocolate brand. He engineered a snack that's taking over store shelves for reasons you probably haven't heard about yet, while you've been avoiding the candy aisle thinking everything there is trash. One brand has been quietly delivering benefits that'll make you grab a bar without the guilt. Let's talk about Feastables and why this isn't your average chocolate bar. Created by YouTube legend MrBeast, this brand has exploded in popularity. But the real story goes way beyond the hype and the viral marketing. There are actual tangible benefits to choosing Feastables over traditional candy bars, and I'm about to break down 10 of them that'll change how you look at your snack choices forever. This isn't just about jumping on a trend or supporting your favorite content creator. This is about understanding why millions of people are switching to Feastables and never looking back at their old chocolate habits. Asterisk benefit number 10, clean ingredient profile asterisk. When you pick up a Feastables chocolate bar and flip it over to read the ingredients, you're going to notice something immediately different from traditional candy bars. The ingredient list is short, simple, and filled with components you can actually recognize and pronounce. We're talking organic cacao, cocoa butter, cane sugar, and natural flavors. That's it. No weird chemical names that sound like they belong in a laboratory rather than your stomach. Compare this to the average chocolate bar sitting next to it on the shelf. Those traditional brands are loaded with artificial flavors, synthetic colors like Red 40 or Yellow 5, preservatives with names you can't pronounce like TBHQ or BH, and fillers that serve no purpose except to cut costs for the manufacturer. Your body doesn't know what to do with these artificial ingredients. They don't provide nutrition, they don't satisfy hunger meaningfully, and they often trigger inflammatory responses as your system tries to process these foreign substances. The use of organic cacao is particularly significant. Organic farming practices mean no synthetic pesticides, no chemical fertilizers, and no genetically modified organisms. When cacao is grown organically, it retains more of its natural compounds and beneficial properties. You're getting chocolate closer to what nature intended, without the residue of agricultural chemicals that conventional farming leaves behind. Real ingredients also mean real satisfaction. When you eat food made with quality components, your body recognizes it as actual nourishment rather than empty calories. This triggers proper satiety signals in your brain, which means you feel genuinely satisfied after eating rather than still craving more despite having consumed hundreds of calories. The difference is like eating a home-cooked meal versus processed fast food. One leaves you feeling good and energized. The other leaves you feeling sluggish and wanting more. Asterisk benefit number 9, reduced sugar content and better energy. Sugar is wreaking havoc on our health in ways that are only becoming clear as research continues. Traditional chocolate bars are essentially sugar delivery systems wrapped in colorful foil. A typical mass-market chocolate bar can contain anywhere from 25 to 35 grams of sugar, or even more, which is already approaching or exceeding the entire recommended daily intake for added sugars. Feastables takes a different approach. While it's still a treat and contains sugar, the formulation uses significantly less sugar than conventional competitors while maintaining incredible taste. This isn't about creating some bland diet product. It's about finding that perfect balance where you get the sweetness and satisfaction you're craving, without overdoing it to the point where it becomes harmful. The reduced sugar content has immediate and long-term benefits. In the short term, you avoid that dramatic blood sugar spike that comes from consuming excessive amounts of sugar. You know that feeling when you eat a regular candy bar and get this burst of energy for about 20 minutes, followed by a crash that leaves you more tired than before. That's your blood sugar doing a roller coaster ride. Your pancreas dumps insulin to deal with the sugar flood. Your blood sugar plummets, and you're left feeling exhausted and craving more sugar. With Feastables, the sugar impact is more moderate. You still get that pleasant boost and satisfaction, but it's gentler on your system. Your energy stays more stable throughout the day. You're not setting yourself up for that brutal afternoon crash that has you reaching for coffee or another snack just to function. This stable energy is crucial for productivity, mood regulation, and overall quality of life. Long-term, consuming less sugar protects you from serious health issues. Excessive sugar consumption has been linked to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver disease, and even certain types of cancer. It accelerates aging both internally and externally, contributes to chronic inflammation throughout your body, and can even impact your mental health. By choosing treats with less sugar, you're actively reducing your overall intake and protecting yourself from these chronic conditions. Every small choice adds up over months and years to create your health trajectory. Asterisk, asterisk. Benefit number 8. High-quality cocoa and antioxidant power. Asterisk, asterisk. Not all chocolate is created equal, and the quality of the cocoa makes a massive difference. Feastables uses premium organic cocoa, which preserves the natural compounds that make chocolate more than just a guilty pleasure. High-quality cocoa is rich in flavonoids, which are powerful plant compounds with serious antioxidant properties. These aren't just marketing buzzwords, they're legitimate beneficial substances your body can use. Antioxidants fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage your cells and contribute to aging and disease. Every day, your body is exposed to free radicals from environmental toxins, stress, poor diet, UV radiation, and even normal metabolic processes. Over time, this oxidative stress accumulates and contributes to everything from wrinkles to cardiovascular disease to cancer. Antioxidants neutralize these free radicals, protecting your cells and supporting your body's natural defense systems. The flavonoids in quality cocoa have been studied extensively, and the research is impressive. They support cardiovascular health by improving blood flow and reducing blood pressure. They may help lower bad cholesterol while raising good cholesterol. Some studies suggest they improve brain function and may reduce the risk of cognitive decline as you age. They have anti-inflammatory properties that can help with everything from joint pain to gut health. You're essentially getting medicinal benefits, wrapped up in something that tastes amazing. The key is that these benefits come from real quality cocoa, not from heavily processed chocolate. When cocoa is overprocessed, or when manufacturers use low-quality beans, many of these beneficial compounds are destroyed. Cheap chocolate might technically contain cocoa, but it's been stripped of most of the good stuff. Feastables' commitment to quality ingredients means you're getting the full spectrum of what cocoa has to offer. This is why dark chocolate has developed a reputation as a health food in moderation. The higher the quality and cocoa content, the more benefits you receive. Feastables manages to deliver many of these benefits in a product that actually tastes indulgent rather than bitter and medicinal. You don't have to force yourself to choke down 90% dark chocolate to get antioxidant. You can enjoy something that feels like a real treat while still supporting your health. Asterisk, asterisk. Benefit number 7. Ethical sourcing and fair trade practices. Asterisk, asterisk. Most people don't think about where their chocolate actually comes from when they grab a bar. The chocolate industry has a dark history filled with exploitation, unfair labor practices, poverty wages, dangerous working conditions, and even child labor in cocoa-growing regions. Many big chocolate companies source their cocoa from farms where workers are paid poverty wages that aren't enough to support their families. Feast is committed to ethical sourcing and fair trade practices, which fundamentally changes the moral equation. This means cocoa farmers are paid fair prices for their crops, prices that are actually enough to support their families and invest in their communities. It means safe working conditions with proper equipment and respect for workers' rights. It means absolutely no child labor and no exploitation. When you choose Feastables, your money supports a supply chain that treats people with dignity. This matters more than you might think. Consumer choices drive markets in powerful ways. When ethical brands succeed, it creates pressure on other companies to improve their practices or risk losing customers. Every dollar you spend is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. You're using your purchasing power to create positive change in communities on the other side of the world beyond the moral imperative. There's also a quality factor. When farmers are paid fairly, they can invest in their crops and use better growing practices. They can focus on quality instead of just maximizing volume to make ends meet. Fair trade practices often go hand in hand with environmental sustainability and better agricultural methods. This means better cocoa, which translates to better chocolate for you. It's a win-win situation where doing the right thing also results in a superior product. Supporting ethical brands also feels good psychologically. There's something satisfying about enjoying a treat while knowing you're not contributing to harm. You can indulge without guilt, not just about calories, but about the broader impact of your choices. In a world where so much feels out of our control, being able to align your purchases with your values is empowering. Benefit number 6. Perfect portion control. One of the sneaky ways traditional candy bars sabotage health goals is through deceptive serving sizes. Many candy bars list nutritional information for half a bar or some other fraction, even though everyone eats the whole thing. It's a psychological trick that lets manufacturers display lower calorie and sugar numbers while knowing consumers will eat multiple servings in one sitting. A bar that looks moderate on paper turns into a 600-calorie sugar bomb. In reality, Feastables bars are designed with honest portion control in mind. Each bar is sized to be satisfying as a complete treat without being excessive. The size hits that sweet spot where your craving is satisfied. You feel like you've had a real indulgent moment, but you haven't just consumed half your daily caloric needs or blown through your entire sugar budget. This thoughtful sizing makes it much easier to incorporate Feastables into a balanced diet, without guilt or derailment of health goals. When portions are reasonable and honest, you can enjoy treats as part of an overall healthy lifestyle, rather than having to completely avoid them or feel terrible after indulging. It removes the all-or-nothing mentality that often sabotages long-term healthy eating. Portion control also helps with mindful eating. When you have an appropriate amount of something genuinely satisfying, you can slow down and actually enjoy it. You taste the flavors, appreciate the texture, and feel content afterward. Compare this to mindlessly devouring an oversized candy bar and still feeling unsatisfied because you ate it so quickly your brain didn't register the experience. Smaller, quality portions encourage you to be present and get more enjoyment from less food. Benefit number 5. Variety and innovation. Keep things exciting. One of the biggest challenges with maintaining healthy habits is boredom. When you eat the same things over and over, even if they're good for you, you eventually get tired of them and start craving variety. This is where many people fall off track, not because they lack willpower, but because they're sick of eating the same boring options. Feastables continuously innovates with new flavors and limited editions that keep the experience fresh and exciting. From classic milk chocolate to creative combinations to seasonal offerings, there's always something new to try. This variety prevents flavor fatigue and makes treating yourself feel special rather than routine. When healthier choices feel like an adventure rather than a chore, you're far more likely to stick with them long term. The brand also engages its community in the development process, taking feedback and creating flavors that people actually want. This creates a sense of participation and connection that goes beyond just buying a product. You're part of a community that's shaping what gets created next. Limited edition drops create excitement and anticipation, turning snack time into something you genuinely look forward to rather than a guilty indulgence you're trying to avoid. Benefit number 4. Brand transparency. Builds real trust. In an age where food companies use every trick to mislead consumers, transparency is revolutionary. Feastables is remarkably upfront about what goes into their products, where it comes from, and what you're actually getting. There's no fine print trickery, no deceptive marketing claims, no hiding behind vague terms. The ingredient lists are clear and complete. The nutritional information is honest and easy to understand. The sourcing practices are openly discussed. This level of transparency builds trust, which is invaluable when you're trying to make informed decisions about what you put in your body. You shouldn't need to be a detective or food scientist to understand what you're eating, and Feastables respects that this transparency extends to the brand's overall communication. Through social media and direct engagement, Feastables maintains an open dialogue about their products, their mission, and their practices. When questions arise, they're addressed directly rather than deflected. This creates accountability that benefits consumers and pushes the brand to maintain high standards. Trust in your food matters more than people realize. When you're constantly suspicious of what you're eating, it creates stress and anxiety around food choices. When you can trust that a brand is being honest, it removes that mental burden and allows you to simply enjoy your food. This psychological benefit contributes to a healthier overall relationship with eating. Benefit number 3. Community. Connection and shared experience. There's a psychological component to food that goes beyond nutrition and taste. The experience of eating is social, cultural, and emotional. Feastables taps into this by creating a sense of community and connection around their products. You're not just buying chocolate, you're participating in a cultural phenomenon with millions of other people who share your enthusiasm. This community aspect provides genuine psychological benefits. Humans are social creatures, and feeling connected to others improves mental health, reduces stress, and increases overall life satisfaction. When you enjoy Feastables, you're part of a larger conversation happening online and in real life. You can share your favorite flavors, discuss new releases, and participate in the excitement around the brand. The entertainment value also matters for well-being. The fun marketing, The viral moments, the creative campaigns, all add joy and levity to life. We're living in stressful times, and having something light-hearted to enjoy and talk about has real value. Laughter, excitement, and fun aren't frivolous. They're essential components of mental health. Feastables delivers on this front in ways that traditional boring candy brands simply don't. Benefit number 2. Accessibility makes better choices. Easy Feastables is widely available in major retailers across the country. You can find it at Walmart, Target, convenience stores, and many other locations. This accessibility removes one of the biggest barriers to making better choices, which is inconvenience. Many healthier or higher quality food options are only available at specialty stores, health food markets, or online with shipping delays. This creates a significant barrier for regular people with busy lives who do most of their shopping at mainstream retailers. When better options require special trips or advanced planning, most people simply won't bother consistently. The path of least resistance usually wins, and if the path of least resistance is grabbing whatever's at the checkout counter, that's what most people will do. By being readily available where people already shop, Feastables makes choosing a better option easy. There's no excuse of not being able to find it. There's no need for special trips or paying extra shipping costs. It's right there next to the traditional options, ready to be chosen. This convenience factor cannot be overstated when it comes to building habits and making sustained changes. Accessibility also relates to price point. While Feastables is premium in quality, it's priced competitively with other chocolate bars in its category. You're not paying some exorbitant luxury tax for better ingredients and ethical practices. This makes the better choice accessible to a wide range of consumers rather than being an elite privilege. When healthier options are available and affordable to everyone, it creates the possibility for widespread positive change. Benefit. Number 1. Driving real industry-wide change. This might be the most important benefit of all, and it extends far beyond any individual chocolate bar. Every time you choose Feastables, you're participating in a larger shift in the food industry. You're sending a signal to manufacturers that consumers want better quality, cleaner ingredients, ethical practices, and transparency. You're voting with your wallet for the kind of food system you want to exist. Markets respond to consumer demand. When a brand like Feastables succeeds, legacy companies take notice. They see market share shifting and realize they need to improve their offerings or risk becoming irrelevant. This creates a ripple effect where your individual choice contributes to pushing the entire industry in a better direction. Suddenly, companies that have been making the same low-quality products for decades start reformulating, sourcing better ingredients, and improving their practices because they have to compete. This collective impact of consumer choices is powerful. We've seen it happen in various food categories already. When enough people started demanding organic options, major retailers created entire organic sections. When people pushed for better meat sourcing, companies started offering grass-fed and humanely raised options. When consumers demanded less sugar, manufacturers started creating better formulations. Individual purchases seem small, but aggregated across millions of consumers, they reshape entire industries by supporting brands that are doing things right. You're helping to create the market conditions that will give you and everyone else more and better options in the future. You're investing in a food system that prioritizes health, ethics, and quality over just maximizing profit margins. You're making it easier for the next innovative brand to enter the market and succeed. You're creating a world where the default options available to everyone are simply better than they are today. The bottom line is this: Feastables represents more than just a chocolate bar. It's part of a broader movement toward better food, better business practices, and a better relationship between consumers and the products they choose. From the clean ingredients to the ethical sourcing, from the thoughtful portions to the cultural connection it creates, Feastables delivers benefits that extend far beyond taste. Next time you're in that candy aisle making a decision, remember that your choice matters more than you think. You're supporting your health, contributing to fair treatment of workers, and helping push the entire food industry toward higher standards. That's worth celebrating with a delicious chocolate bar.